Today I'm going to share with you how I make my limited edition collections, one of the processes involved in that. These plant fragments collected in Cambodia when I was there in March and April at a killing field. And if you are aware, the Khmer Rouge took over in 1975, between 1975 and late 1978, and they killed 2 million people, 1 out of 4 Cambodians. The killing field was in an orchard, and it was pretty much the way it was originally. There were a lot of plants there, and I chose to collect some fragments of plants. And I brought them home with me, and I've been moved to work with them. So you can see that the original plant fragment here, one example of it, you can see the seed, where the seed was there. It's too thin for me to mold and for the metal to pour into the mold, so I have to alter it. So I alter it by choosing where to add wax. I chose to add wax to one side of the form. So I carefully build up the wax, and then I shape it. Then the fragment is sprayed with varathane, and the varathane polyester resin resists the rubber so that this can be cut out of the mold. They're quite intricate. You can see this seed pod that I've been able to, that'll be able to mold intact. I didn't have to add any wax to it. Some of the forms are really quite beautiful. Let's see which one. Ah, yeah, this one. This one actually, you can see how there's a hole that goes through the whole form. So this is going to be very likely, I'm going to be putting a chain through this form as a pendant. Those of you familiar with my collections know that I always like to do custom toggles and rings. This is going to become a ring. After it's molded, I can inject wax to replicate this form, and then I can also manipulate that. So there's a lot of manipulation of the wax afterwards. This is really just the beginning, and we'll have to see whether these work. I'll know when I get back the molds from the mold cutter, because I have someone who really cuts molds a lot, so they can cut the molds to remove the form in such a way that will maximize the possibility of this working. I have to join things together, so there's places where I add wax so that when the wax flows in to this area, it can flow all the way in and it won't freeze. But I don't know, we'll have to see. This is part of the deal. Here's a seed. See if we can get that to focus there, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful texture. I always collect things for a reason. They touch me in some way, where I am, or the shape. Usually it's a combination. And then there's a question, can this become a piece of jewelry? Sometimes I don't know that. until the process is quite far along. Thank you very much for watching. Blessings.